And let me hit you with the part they don't want you to focus on right now. In just a handful of days, America has managed to do something that should be impossible for a country that spends around $1 trillion a year on defense. We're already talking about running out of weapons against Iran. Not eventually, not, hey, if this turns into a long war. We're talking about right now.
You don't want to become a proxy. You don't want to lose your sovereignty, especially Israel, because the entire point of the nation of Israel is to assert Jewish sovereignty, which they believe to be the biblical right. So in order for that to happen, the United States needs to be destroyed. The United States needs to lose a ground war against Iran. So Saudi Arabia and Israel are both heavily invested in seeing a U.S. ground invasion.
The United States have no future. That's it. There's no other way of explaining it.
Most wicked nations, you'll find Esau's descendants certainly in Europe, in Edom.
We have whole books on the destruction of Edom. Edom destroyed. That's when Mashiach is supposed to destroy Edom. It's all over Tanakh. These are just enemies of the Jewish people.
But yeah, they're the arch enemy of the Jewish people. They are Edom, they are Rome, and they're Rome.
Who's Rome today? Europe and the United States.
God will take revenge against all the Gentiles, descendants of Esau, what we call today Christians, for the Holocaust, for the Inquisitions, for the destruction of the temples, for many, many things that they still have an open bill. Still don't pay for it.
And this is going to be God's avenging.
All these Europeans, all the Romans, all the people of Edom that came from Esau. When the time comes that Hashem takes revenge against you, how great it will be the day that Hashem will take all your filthy people, include your children, and destroy all of them for what you do.
The kind of shortage that forces the White House to drag the CEOs of the biggest missile companies on Earth into a room and basically say, hey, stop everything you're doing right now. We need more, and we need more yesterday.
Edom, which is America, is going to be destroyed. There's a lot of prophecies, if you want to go just for two of them to see. One of them is in the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, and the other one is in the book of Jeremiah 49. You'll see the destruction of Edom. So really, the United States of America is destined to crash miserably. What matters is that the fact is that the land of Edom, the United States, is going to be destroyed, and it's going to start with economy, and then it's going to lead after that to many other things. At the end of the day, Hashem is the one who is going to control everything, and it doesn't matter who he's going to put at the head of the United States to bring it down. It doesn't matter. And the fact is that I don't want to talk too much right now about America. For that, I am actually going to invite the ones who are interested to hear much more information about the downfall of America. I'm going to make a private class. I don't know, we can maybe call it I don't know if you can call it a webinar, but I'm going to make a private class. It's going to be probably next week, where it's going to be privately. It's not going to be on YouTube or anywhere else, where I'm going to discuss this information and mainly the solution. So you are here local, but the ones on the video, if you want to join, then there's only one way of joining it. Because we're gonna have to filter. I see there's many spies watching my videos. And by the way, I'm not taking any sides. I'm not a Trump supporter and definitely not a Kamala supporter. I support the Torah, I support Mashiach, and that's it. I don't care about the political puppets. But I'm already telling you, take it as it is. America is going to be destroyed. America is going down. And that will bring the destruction of the entire Western world, because America is the one who's pulling the wagon. And Hashem is going to cause that. And like I told you, it's going to happen in many different ways. My clear advice to any normal American is pack your bags and leave. I've been saying that for 10 years already. I've been telling Americans, I live by an example. And I'm happy I did that. Because from the second that I left the United States 9 years ago, it's only going down and worse.
The Western countries lose this war.
It's like they lost in Vietnam.
No, very much not like that. Because it's all their armies, everybody. Everybody, their whole their sovereignty is going to be gone. They will no longer be a superpower. God's going to come and save these China, whoever it is, and wipe out the Christian countries. Why? Because they destroyed the Second Temple.
Ignoring this, there is a blackout. Even CNN yesterday admitting that the Israeli government has told them that they are not allowed to show incoming rocket attacks. Aaron Burnett on live television admitting that.
There, we're not showing you that because we're not going to show. The Israeli government does not allow us or want us to show where that may have come up, that interceptor.
So all that to say, the most powerful military machine in human history is not calling a meeting because it's winning too hard. We just love winning. It's calling a meeting right now because the shelves are getting bare.
So are you saying Benjamin Netanyahu deliberately boosted Hamas to try to prevent a Palestinian state?
Yeah, sure. He deliberately and systematically even told, is on record, whoever wants to avoid the threat of a two-state solution has to support my policy of paying protection money to the Hamas.
So what we did, with the permission of our Prime Minister, is to let Qatar to transfer a huge amount of money in cash, probably more than $1.4 billion. By doing it, we increased the power of Hamas. We did everything in order to make sure that Hamas will go on controlling Gaza, and Palestinian Authority will control the West Bank, so they will fight each other.
Netanyahu maintains the Qatar money was to avoid a humanitarian catastrophe. Having helped to build up Hamas, Netanyahu has now vowed to destroy it.
He fed the beast, and it exploded in our face. If you base your national security strategy solely on force, then you need to win 24/7 forever.
Can't really argue that the Goyim are going to be annihilated. That's not really an option for all the Nevuahs, all the prophecies. And not only Goyim as individuals, you could say that we broke down their nationalities and there were all a bunch of Yechidim running around. No, as nations even. As Goyim, they're gone. Their personality, as they exist b'fnei atzmam, as they would exist independently of Klal Yisrael, they don't exist. They're done. In modern terminology, they call it cultural genocide.
And this is where the entire sort of official storyline collapses, because we keep hearing, the same chest-thumping line that we can do this forever. Trump even bragged about it publicly, that America has virtually unlimited munitions, he posted on Truth Social. I don't know who's telling him this. It's incredibly dangerous. Axios quoting reporting from outlets like the Wall Street Journal, basically saying, nice slogan, but the reality disagrees. The Rupert Murdoch Wall Street Journal talking about running out of munition in days, not weeks. Where does that money go? Oh, it's one giant money laundering operation, of course. So anything we allegedly built, funneling it through Ukraine back into the pockets of defense contractors, political campaigns, of course. So here's the dirty little secret. Because war isn't fought with slogans, war is fought with inventory, with magazine depth, with actual physical objects that take time to build, that require specialized parts.
Magog and Magog is only supposed to take 12 minutes. And for 250 years, no one understood what type of war would be over in 12 minutes. Now, unfortunately, we know exactly what type of war could be over in 12 minutes. That would be a nuclear war. But there are descriptions in Zechariah. It talks about people's flesh melting on their bones.
Wow.
Which is really a description of nuclear holocaust.
Boots on the ground in Iran. Are you afraid of a U.S. invasion in your country?
No, we are waiting for them.
You are waiting for the U.S. military to invade, the ground troops?
Yes, because we are confident that we can confront them, and that would be a big disaster for them.
So you're saying that Iran is ready and willing to take on the U.S. military if there were to be ground troops?
Well, we were ready for this war even more than the previous war. So you can see, the quality of our missiles, how much they are upgraded after the last war, because we learned lots of lessons. And we are prepared for any other eventuality, even, a ground invasion. So our soldiers are prepared for any scenario. When I said that we are waiting for them, it didn't mean that we are waiting for continuation of the war. No, but we have prepared ourselves to confront with any scenario, with any eventuality, any possibility, and we know that we can handle that.
Are your allies Russia and China helping you?
Well, they are supporting us politically and otherwise.